said a storm was coming, not from heaven, but from men who thought they were. A whisper in the market square, a lion dressed like a lamb, silver tongues and paper crowns, drawing lines and shifting sand. They swore the sword was mercy, swore the fire was light, swore the wars were peace accords, signed in the dead of night. And the crowd leaned in closer to the voice that fed their fear. Every riddle sounded holy when the ending felt so near. When the man comes smiling with a promise in his hand, he don't need chains to bind you, just a mark so you can stand. Wear it proud upon your forehead, let it shine in crimson red. Trade your doubt for easy answers, let the prophets do your thinking instead. And we'll dance in the ballroom on the ashes of the things we never said. Delilah's cutting quietly, the pillars start to sway. The strong men fall for softer lies and call betrayal the way. Children cry behind the walls, but the music drowns the sounds. A rug so wide it covers sins and flattens sacred ground. On top they build a palace with gold leaf and champagne, and toast to truth's disappearance while it's buried under shame. I see a road in riddles of crowns that turn to clay, of shepherds feeding wolves while the lambs were led away. Nation rise, ain't over nation, in the name of keeping score. Keys proclaimed from podiums while the cannons roar. When the man comes smiling, will you know him by his eyes, or by the way the faithful turn their backs on children's prize? Mark of loyalty burning like a sunset on the skin. He won't force you through the doorway, he'll just tell you it's a win. And we'll dance in the ballroom on the ashes of the truth we traded in. He said a storm was coming, not from heaven, but from men who thought they were. A whisper in the market square, a lion dressed like a lamb, silver tongues and paper crowns, drawing lines and shifting sand. They swore the sword was mercy, swore the fire was light, swore the wars were peace accords, signed in the dead of night. And the crowd leaned in closer to the voice that fed their fear. Every riddle sounded holy when the ending felt so near. When a man comes smiling with a promise in his hand, he don't need chains to bind you, just a mark so you can stand. Wear it proud upon your forehead, let it shine in crimson red. Trade your doubt for easy answers, let the prophets do your thinking instead. And we'll dance in the ballroom on the ashes of the things we never said. Delilah for softer lies and call betrayal the way. Children cry behind the walls, but the music drowns the sound. A rug so wide it covers sins and flattens sacred ground. On top they build a palace with gold leaf and champagne, and toasted truth's disappearance while it's buried under shame. The sea wrote in riddles of crowns that turn to clay, of shepherds feeding